Hey everybody, I'm your host Kai, and it's time for another reaction video, which it's been a while since I've done a reaction video. I've been busy with, other things because I can't do YouTube all the time, even though I'd like to in the future to have YouTube be my main thing, but gotta look at this realistically. But anyways, we're gonna jump into the Reddit Accidental Ally, so let's just jump right into the video. So, this first one that we're gonna react to, and it says, I think she needs to listen to her own words, right? And it's a quote from J.K. Rowling that says, it matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. And yeah, I agree with the thing. She should, listen to her own words. Because she's been transphobic and money has gone to her. And basically, real quick, if you support anything like Harry Potter, or you're buying Harry Potter merch, or you're partaking in Harry Potter content, that money is going directly to J.K. Rowling. Therefore, you're supporting the ideology that she backs. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, but I'm an ally. Well, you may be an ally, but you're giving money to a woman that literally persecutes and oppresses that group of people. So you can't claim to be an ally and then pay for their downfall, I guess, if you will. So when you give J.K. Rowling money by, buying Harry Potter merch or watching Harry Potter TV shows and movies, you're literally paying to oppress trans people. So you can't claim you're an ally while you're literally paying to oppress them. But yeah, J.K. Rowling, anyways, back to the point. J.K. Rowling needs to actually live by this quote that she, put there. And what is up with her recent thing of her now also deciding to go against asexual people? I don't know what people that are asexual ever did to her. I don't even know what trans people did to her to make a big deal. But like asexual people are just minding their own business, not doing anything. And then all of a sudden, on a day that a lot of asexuals didn't even know exists, on Asexual Awareness Day, she just posted, be like, why do we need a holiday for people that don't want to shack? That's not even what asexual is, J.K. Rowling. It's a lot more complex and complicated for your simple molded brain to understand. But yeah, the point is I don't even know what the hell that was even about. It seems the more and more that mold starts to, rot away her brain, the more vindictive and psychotic she gets. But yeah, anyways, back to the original point is, yeah, she needs to go by this quote because, yes, that is true. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be, or what they grow to understand themselves to be. So JK, if you're watching this, which you're not, trans women are women, and trans men are men, and non-binary people are valid. And so this is from X, as formerly known as Twitter, right? And the person's like, oh, lol, you failed. You'll never be a woman. And then the trans masculine guy, a trans man is like, I'm trans mask. And I mean, this just goes to show that they can't tell. They never can tell. They just assume everything. And most of the time, these transphobes completely forget to realize that trans men exist and non-binary people exist. Usually when they attack the transgender community, they only bring up trans women all the time. They completely ignore the existence of non-binary people and, trans men and all the other groups of people that fit under the umbrella, such as gender fluid and gender queer and tons of the other particular groups of people that fit under the umbrella of the transgender community. They completely forget to acknowledge existence. And why is it that the people that are always transphobic always have, profile pics of anime pictures with Nazi shit? What I mean, if you look at Gargoyle's PFP pic, I'm pretty sure that anime pic character is wearing a Nazi uniform. I'm just saying, we can kind of already tell by your profile pic of what kind of bullshit ideology you're going to spew out of your mouth and what kind of hateful rhetoric you're going to push. But yeah, Gargoyle, yeah, good job. You're an accidental ally because you just affirmed this person's, gender because they're trans mask. They're a man. So this is from a TikTok video, and is it just me? Before we get to this particular content right here, is it just me, or has TikTok become completely more inundated or inundated? I don't know what the word is. It's been a while. But anyways, is it just me, or since January 20th, that has TikTok got more infected with right-wing content creators, right-wing comments, transphobia, anti-LGBT, far Nazi bullshit. I mean, just tell me in the comment section down below on whether or not you think TikTok, for those of you that are on TikTok, if it's gotten worse. I'd like to hear your feedback. So anyways, this person is a trans man, and they're like, I guess I'm using the women's bathroom from now on, but congrats on keeping the men out of the women's restroom. And then this person's like, you can definitely try, but you're not going to like the outcome. Mr. Way of the 90s. Honey, that's a trans man there. As a person that was assigned female at birth. So according to your transphobic BS that you guys pushed into legislation, this man is going to be forced into a women's restroom because how the government has decided to define women as people that were assigned female at birth. And this particular individual on the screen was assigned female at birth. So because of these transphobic laws, people that were assigned female at birth but are men and look like men, like this person on the screen, is going to be forced to use women's restroom because you're insane, transphobic, right-wing bullshit fucking rhetoric. They're going to be forced in the restrooms, and that's y'all's fault. But then again, you guys completely forget to acknowledge the existence of anything other than trans women. Mr. Way of the 90s. Honey, 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 honey. This is a man. And you have affirmed his gender. Congratulations. But what you don't realize is there's going to be a lot of men in the women's restroom thanks to these transphobic laws because you can't always tell. Regardless of what you all say. Fucking Christ. Now this is another X post, formerly known as Twitter. I'm not an expert in geometrics. It's geometry. It's geometry. The thing is called geometry, not geometrics. I don't know what the hell geometrics. Okay, sorry. We'll continue reading this asinine post. I'm not an expert in geometrics, but I can tell you a triangle is a triangle and a square is a square. Honey, let me tell you this. You know what? Let's just read what this person responded, and then I'll get to it. 2 triangles are a square, and half a square is a triangle. You picked the perfect analogy for explaining trans people. One can become the other. Which, congratulations, you're an accidental ally, transphobe, because like this person said, is a triangle can become a square. You put 2 triangles together, you get a square. In fact, if you put 2 triangles together a certain way, you get the Star of David. If you can make triangles into pentagons and other fucking shapes. And it's geometry. You're not an expert in geometry. Geometry is the study of shapes, not geometrics. I don't know what the hell geometrics is. But yeah, like this person says, is 2 triangles are a square, and a half a square is a triangle. So that's the perfect analogy for trans people. These people, I swear, the whole being transphobic comes from a place of lacking intelligence. Not common sense. I mean, well, yeah, they lack common sense, but they lack book smarts. They lack the comprehension of just biology past the 5th grade. And they don't realize that things are a lot more complicated than that. Like, have they ever heard of the clownfish? Let me tell you something about the clownfish. Let me tell you something a little about Nemo's dad. See, if that was actually happening in reality, after Nemo's mother died, Nemo's dad would have become Nemo's mom, because that's how clownfish work. When the mother dies, then the father becomes the mother. And there's various examples throughout nature that are similar to the concepts that we refer to as transgender or breaking the gender binary that exist in fucking nature. So yes, transgender, non-binary concepts exist in nature. You know what doesn't exist outside of, human race? Transphobia. There's only one species on the planet that's transphobic, and that'd be humans. So tell me again which one's not natural. And so let's put this in the video just to clean up after all that transphobia, to calm us down, and if you will, put a little happiness in this video. This is from a Roblox game, and the colors in the background, not exactly, but they kind of look pretty close to the trans flag. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. I think it's pretty neat. So, yeah, I guess this could also be in an accidental pride flag instance as well. Roni. Here's just a funny video.
If I got the secret security clearance briefings, that I would be gay.
So this particular video you're about to see is of a carnival. So we'll just let this person speak.
This merry-go-round says trans rights, hell yeah.
So as you can see from this particular video that the person, uploaded I guess this would be another moment of accidental pride flag, because this particular carnival, especially the merry-go-round, had the trans, flag colors all over the carnival. So that's pretty cool. It's a coincidence, obviously, but it's still pretty cool that those were the particular colors. It's like one of those moments that out in the real world, you're like, hey, wait a minute, those look like the pride flag colors. So like this thing says, this dude tries hard to make anti-trans comic, but just makes trans stuff looks cool as fuck. And this particular comic artist does this all the time, right? And so this person's on a vehicle of some sorts. I'm not really good with figuring out the bikes and motorcycles, sorry. And it goes, the person in the background's like, the future is genderless. With science, biotechnology, AI, and robotics, we will transcend oppressive gender roles and truly be free. That sounds cool as fuck. Like, this person was trying to be transphobic and, trying to force everything into a binary thing and be like, look at this is the future they want. Yes, I want that future. That's cool, because, we're gonna, transcend the oppressive gender roles and people truly be able to free to be themselves, and we won't define things as masculine and feminine. People would just be people. Oh my god, not that! I mean, like this person said, that makes it look cool as fuck, especially with science and biotechnology, and maybe not so much the AI part or but the robotics part definitely. But yeah, they try to make the future that those of us that aren't bigot want sound lame, but it sounded like cool as fuck. So this is supposed to be a Dunkin' Donuts advertisement that was posted on Reddit. And then, but if you look at the background colors that they used for this Dunkin' Donut advertisement, that's the lesbian flag colors. But hey, maybe Dunkin' Donut did it on purpose, and they're trying to get that lesbian demographic to buy their stuff. I think it's cool as fuck if that's what they were trying to do. It's probably another instance of accidental pride flag and whatnot, but yeah. It's another instance of accidental pride flag or accidental ally. They probably didn't mean to, but I mean, that's pretty cool. So this person that was responding to them automatically assumed that they were a trans woman, even though the person didn't say they were a trans woman. They just happened to support the trans community, I guess. And then they were talking about a particular person. They're like, he always encouraged harassment towards someone, made fun of Dean Bristow's death, and recommended Viagra to children. Okay, like at that last part, it's kind of ironic, because this person, Phoenix, right now, is talking about a transphobe, right? A bigoted person. And these bigots always are like, oh, they're doing this thing to children. But yet the particular person that the Phoenix is talking about, that's transphobic, talking about, supposedly the trans community supposedly grooms children, yet this transphobe apparently recommended Viagra to children. So who's grooming children now? Anyways, the bigot's like, boo-hoo, why don't you grow a pair? Or wait, you cut yours off. For one, this person is obviously, Phoenix said that they weren't a trans woman. Two, nothing gets cut off, buddy. That's not even remotely how gender-affirming surgery works. And you're making the Sonic fandom look bad, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure, though, not all Sonic fans are like this. But that's not even how the gender-affirming surgery works. They don't cut they're not cutting anything off. And I'm not even going to go into details, because that's not what this video is about. It's moments of accidental ally. Because you automatically assume this person was a trans man. I mean, a trans woman and whatnot. Just, I find it interesting, though, is like the transphobes always claim that, trans people are grooming children, but then transphobes will go and recommend Viagra to children, or, transphobes will claim that the trans community is grooming children, yet they're the ones that pass laws to where they're literally going to stand at the bathroom checking people's genitals, including children's genitals. I would assume that the person at the bathroom checking children's genitals would be the groomer, and not the people that are being accused of being groomers that all they want to do is be themselves. Transphobes, since I'm pretty sure there might be a transphobe watching this video, if you want to check people's genitals, that makes you the sexual deviant, not the person that you're claiming is, you dumbasses. So this person posted on Facebook. Yeah, it's Facebook. Facebook. That's, if some of y'all don't remember what Facebook is, Facebook's that place where all your grandparents and your parents go on and watch AI-generated images that are obviously fake, and they think it's all real because Fox News told them it was real. That's what Facebook is, just in case y'all forgot. Anyways, it says, empty hydrants are not climate change. Depends on why that hydrant is empty. I mean, if it's due to the lack of water because due to global climate change and an ever rapidly changing climate, then yeah, it is climate change. And trans men are not women. Well, you got the second part right, because trans men are men, and trans women are women, and non-binary people are valid. See, okay, trans is a scientific term, like cis is a scientific term. Cis means same as. So cisgender means same as the gender they were assigned at birth. Trans means across or not, basically not the same gender they were assigned at birth. So trans men, bigots, okay, listen closely, bigots, if you're listening to this, trans men are people that the doctor was like, this is a woman, is what, okay, right? But they weren't. They were assigned female at birth, but they were men, and that means they're trans men. Where a trans woman is a person that the doctor thought was male at birth, but was incorrect. And they are a woman, trans woman. Trans also can mean across, cross the gender that they were assigned at birth. Trans, like the transatlantic, is cross the Atlantic Ocean. Cis means same as. But I wouldn't expect you to understand scientific terms because you don't believe in man-made global climate change. But yeah, saying trans men are not women, you're an accidental ally because you're correct. Trans men never said they were women. Trans men have always said they were men. And trans women have always said they were women. So congratulations on being an ally of the LGBTQ community. This is on Threads. If I remember right, Threads is like the Facebook alternative to Twitter, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Is it Meta that's behind Threads? Either way, the point is the person, posted on their Threads account, I cried when I heard that he won. They're talking about Donald Trump, the, orange felon, the tangerine tyrant that sits currently in the United States presidential office. Even though he probably rigged the election, but we're not even going to get into that, at least not in this video. But anyways, this person's like, I cried when I heard that he won. I'm a 16-year-old trans kid, and I'm terrified for my future. I feel so scared and helpless. And I can completely understand that, Rowan. You should feel scared and helpless, because the thing is there's that little poem that was written, about the Holocaust. And it says, first they went for this group of people, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't that group of people. And it goes on, and then finally when it gets to the last person, they're like, there was no one left to speak for me. Because that's how fascists work. That's how bigots work, is they will attack one group of people, and they'll go after another group of people. And they'll just keep on going until everybody that they don't like is wiped out. And so yes, it is perfectly okay to be terrified for your future. But we have to continue. Sorry, my battery's low on what I'm recording on. Anyway, so we have to continue, though, to speak out. Because it's only when we've given up that they've won. As long as we continue to speak out, as long as we continue to stand up for truth, we haven't lost. As soon as we give in what they want us to do, have we lost. Right? So, this trans kid said that they were, afraid because Donald Trump won, right? And then this bigot's like, don't be trans, you're a man, be a man. And this trans kid, who's a trans man, or a trans boy, if you will, because you're correct, I am a man. So this bigot just accidental allied this trans kid that was a trans man or trans mask. Good job, bigot. You were an ally to this kid. That probably made his day, you moron. I swear these people they don't even pay attention, nor do they care. They just want to spit their bigotry. But Rowan, if you're watching this video, which I doubt Rowan's watching this video, if you're watching this video though, Rowan, don't worry. I mean, you should worry, but as long as we continue to speak out against these bigots, as long as we continue to stand up for what is right, they won't win. We have to continue calling them out. We have to continue to hold our ground. Because in the end, it will be okay. The moral arc of the universe is long, but it always bends towards justice. So this person, their MAGA mom, or Make America Great Again, basically a Trump follower. Their mother's a Trump follower, right? And they were like, hey, I like this one. And they're like, yeah, Mom, me too. It's pretty. But what this mom doesn't know is if you pay attention to that, that's technically the non-binary pride flag color. So this would be another moment of accidental pride flag. Yeah, it's in this accidental ally video, but I could technically put it in an accidental pride flag video. And their mom doesn't know that, yeah, that's the non-binary colors, which is a really cool way to where, like, if you're non-binary, but unfortunately your family is not affirming to that to you of that identity, this is a perfect way to wear it. If you're not out of the closet as non-binary, or if you are and they just don't know the colors, it's a perfect way to represent your community. Or if you're an ally, it's a great way to represent, that community and be an ally to them while you're surrounded by a bunch of bigotry. So it's pretty cool. It's a moment of accidental pride flag, and it is pretty. The non-binary pride flag colors are pretty. A lot of the pride flags, whether it be the lesbian pride flag or the gay pride flag or the non-binary, demisexual, trans femme, trans mask, all the pride flags are great colors. So yeah. So this thing was a response to a person that's a trans femme and a tomboy. And the person's like, stay a girl and do guy things. Why hack your body up? Why alter it then take meds to alter your body, which alters your brain and how you think? You just were, even though you said a bunch of bigoted bullshit that's not even true, the stay a girl and do guy things, you just affirmed that this trans woman who was assigned male at birth, but as a woman, you affirmed her gender. So, good job being an accidental ally. As I said before, they don't hack the body up, and it doesn't change how you think. What the hell are you even talking about? And even if it did change how you think, so does medication that they put people on for, mental stabilizers and stuff as well. So that's a dumbass argument. Alcohol changes how you think. Are you going to ban alcohol? Dumbass argument, even if that was the case, which is not even the case. But, good job on being an accidental ally to this trans woman who is a tomboy. So there you have it. That's been this video of Accidental Ally. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future Accidental Ally videos. My next video, if I'm able to do it, I want to do another Am I the Asshole video here very soon. So hopefully I'll be able to do that video, and so that hopefully that video will be coming soon, and I'll be able to do another reaction video to the Am I the Asshole Reddit. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future videos such as this one, like, of other LGBTQ content, and of course for Am I the Asshole content coming soon on this YouTube channel. Anyways, thank you for watching. I've been your host, Kai. Comment down in the comment section of what you thought of any of this content. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.